Hi, Joy.
Hi, Kat. How are you?
The flowers look so pretty, and the fans.
I'm getting so fond of these flowers, and yes, I decided to let a little bit of antique glue in here just so I tidy them up and redo the whole scheme I had them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all good. We've got a few viewers, so I'm going to leave you with them.
Thank
And
you.
I'm going to share out
Thank you.
some of this live to get some more people here.
Awesome.
Hi, Maria. Yeah, we made it.
You made it right. Let me get on this chat because that's where I can see all your comments. Aw, needing to see our faces. That is a wonderful thing to say, Maria. Hello, Vicky. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. I love you so very much. We are Online Psychics Live, and we are offering readings. You can click the link up at the top right-hand corner of your screen. We're offering mini readings that aren't quite mini. They are phenomenally priced right now. They were $35. Now they're just below $20. 1997, which was a fabulous year. I can remember how old I was in that year. The mini readings consist of several cards. You'll probably get 3 or 4 cards from me because I'm quite the chatty one, and I like certain numbers. So 3 is a great number, and then sometimes I'm into making the numbers even. So because of my OCD, you guys get a little extra. They're not quite mini readings. So treat yourself. You're from the UK. Hello. Awesome. I love Maria. She's from the UK, and she's my absolute favorite. She's also a psychic with us here at Online Psychics Live. She did a show yesterday, and I think she'll be coming back on Monday. You can also follow the readers that you like. If you find a great reader that you like, or you like watching their show, you can actually follow them, and you'll get notifications for when they're going to go live. So we are here to chit and chat, and I'm offering readings. In the meantime, we will discuss all things spiritual. So if you guys have anything that you want to talk about, feel free to jump on in there, say something, stop me. I'll keep checking the comments because it lets me know when someone's commented. Meantime, I just want to tell you guys how happy I am that just before I went live, my daughter came and said, "Here, Mom, and this is the most healthy, coolest, coldest fruit drink." She won't tell me what she made it with, but it does taste like strawberry banana nectar and maybe some pomegranate. Am I saying that right? Pomegranate. And there's blueberries in here too. And then she had the nerve to put a little tiki, a little umbrella. I think that's so cute. So I said, you know what? I'm going to sit right online and sip my healthy drink. Well, I chit and chat with you angels. I love, love, love you so much. We'll talk about crystals. How about we talk about what I'm wearing? You feel really low right now, Vicky? When I feel low, I like to remind myself that change is constant. That's part of the act of mindfulness, remembering that things won't always be this way. They will change. When we are at our highest of highs, we have to show gratitude because we know it may not always be this way. There may come trials and tribulations and bumps in the road. Right now, a lot of us are going through a lot of turmoil, inner confusion. We may be sad, and also the moon cycles affect us as well. And then we go through things during our everyday life. Vicky, be mindful that you can't control everything. You can't take things back. You can't go back to the past. And you shouldn't worry about the future because you can't get there. You can only stay in this moment. So, Vicky, what you should do is remember to be mindful. This is the moment you control. You control your actions. You control your words. You control your responses. You control your reaction. You control the way you internalize things and choose to respond. So you may not be able to control what goes on around you, what situations arise. You can't control other people, but you will always have complete control over yourself and the role that you play in any given situation. Thank you for tagging away, Maria. I see you going. I love you so much. Hello, Hallie. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you joined in. Lost and confused about every turn in life. I swear that could be a little excerpt out of the book of my life because I spent so many years lost and confused about everything. What am I here for? What is my purpose? Why am I here? There were times where I was really low with depression and thinking really low thoughts. But you got to remember, change is constant. You got to remember that you're a limitless being, Vicky. Remembering that you hold some power. Your words and your thoughts, they actually send out energy, Vicky. So if you're thinking high positive vibe and thoughts, you're going to draw in better situations, people that appreciate you more, just better what would seem to be luck. Although I don't believe in luck. And when you're down and out and you're focused on the negative things and how things went and the situations that happened, you may be replaying conversations, you may be judging yourself about decisions you made or where you are in life or lack thereof, the things that you wanted to bring into fruition by this time, the changes that you want to make. It's all about your mind frame. Being mindful and just redirecting your thoughts, Vicky, helps so much. I'm telling you, if you practice this and try to redirect your thoughts and be more mindful of them. When you're thinking a low thought, redirect it instantly to something high vibing. Think about something that's important to you, something that you love, something that makes you happy. We do control the vibes that we put out. It's all attached to our emotions. You feel used by people who call themselves friends. Yeah. Yes, I see you, Maria. You're still tagging. Thank you. Please share the stream. Get tagging those beautiful friends and families of yours. Absolutely. You're welcome, Vicky. Listen, sharing is absolutely caring. And the more we get in here, the more better. You never know. There may be something that someone needs to hear during the course of my ramblings for this hour. But I am truly here to serve you. And I honestly absolutely do love you, and I know that, you know, those are words we shouldn't use lightly, and I'll say it again and again because I don't use them lightly. I have come to a place during this journey, because we're actually humans having a spiritual journey, to remember our memories are wiped. We're incarnated into these fleshy bodies that have an entry point and an exit point. Our memories are wiped and we have no idea what's going on, and we're on this jacked up planet that we're actually destroying. And you know, I just want to say that your awakening is not a slam, bam, thank you, ma'am thing. It's not an in and out. It never ends. Your awakening is all about a process of learning, leveling up, and working through downloads, healing on others, so you can become your greatest self. The low times, the high times, the awful, terrible things we go through, especially those of us who are healers and may not be aware that we're healers yet, we go through a lot of the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, because first of all, nothing you're going to go through is stronger or bigger than you. And this is to everybody. Anything that comes in life is never going to be bigger than you. You're a limitless eternal being. You've been here before. You know, we all have a specific purpose, a reason that we're here, a job, those natural abilities and sprinkles we carry. So I'm an awesome caregiver, and I've always been that way, and now I see why. I've always felt the need to feel needed. I always feel on my A game when I'm assisting or helping someone, and I get extreme just happiness and joy from that. Hi, Teresa. Thank you, Maria. You always share so lovely. You are the sharing queen. You're the ninja. Wait a minute, what's the ninja block master? You're the sharing queen. Hello, Bobby. There's my Bobby. I haven't seen you around in so long. Thanks for coming on out. Did you tag her, Maria? I love it when I get to see you guys. You know, and some of us have known each other for years and years and years. And I feel like we build such a family. There's such a foundation there. And you get to meet such wonderful people, your tribe, people that are like you, people that are unlike you. And you learn from those who are so much more unlike you. The less like me you are, the more I'm drawn to you. The less like me you sound and look, and you have your different ways and your beliefs and your back, you know, your upbringings. These are the things that draw me in, because if you have different experiences than I do, then I stand to learn something from you. Cookie Cutter saying this does just not do it for me. If we were all the same, would you guys say, "Ooh, she's so entertaining"? No, because I'd be like everyone else. So I love when we come together with all of our wonderful sprinkles and we make this magnificent, like Transformers, we all come together and make this badass, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. We're awesome, and we hold so much, we wield so much. Our words, our thoughts, our actions, they all carry energy. So and when you keep those in alignment, you kind of stay on that path, the path that you decided you wanted to live before you came into this body, what you decided to accomplish, the lessons, you know, the trials, all that stuff was planned before we came here. So keep in mind, anything you go through is never going to be bigger than you. No burden you can't bear. Hold your head in the most craziest of times, the saddest of times, and you'll see that blessings come through. When you find a way to be positive and optimistic and upbeat, even though you're scared shitless, you'll see that solutions arise. Prime example. I'm going to read these comments, but prime example, because it's all about faith. It really, really is. I'm glad you came in, Tara. It's all about faith. Mom died in June of we're at a year. Oh my goodness, this month is a year. I hadn't even realized it. June of last year. And with that came a lot of changes, financial changes. I lost half. We went half on everything. I have 4 children still in the home. I'm a single mother. So it was really difficult. We found ourselves living in a hotel room for a whole week straight. I didn't know where we were going to go because the money was up. It was only enough. This is a really quick story about faith. The money was up. On a Thursday night, I realized, you know what? You are a badass spiritualist. You're dope, Joy. You got sprinkles and you teach this. You help people. You help people change their lives. Why do you not feel worthy to apply that to yourself? I spent that entire night talking to God, talking to what I refer to as source of all creation. And I don't care what you refer to. It's all the same. We all come from the same source of creation. That's how we're one and connected. And that's why I love you, because I love me. We are connected. I spent the whole night speaking with source, calling on my angels, talking to passed over loved ones, talking to my mother, and just crying, bawling, being afraid, and then releasing it, letting it go, knowing that whatever was going to happen was meant to happen. It was going to be okay. I got myself kind of like, you know how you mind F yourself to feel a certain way about something? Well, I mind F'd myself. A good way, the most possible way, you could. I tricked myself. I manifested. The very next day, I said, everything's going to be okay. You guys got me on the other side. The unseen got me. I'm not alone. And I know it's going to be all right. We're going to be fine. The very next day, I lucked into a summer rental that is beautiful with more space than I had, an extra bedroom than I had. So much. It's nicer. The vibes are higher. And it was a summer rental. But the reason I say summer rental is because in this area, summer rentals are nice. So you might think that the inside of my home looks like everyone else's around here. But it's so much better. It's so much nicer. My point is, I was blessed tremendously. And it was I was like, I had one finger left. You know how when you drown, I had one finger left and I was going down. That's how it felt. But I really know that because of my faith and my knowing, you manifest things. When you say, hey, this is what it is, and that's what I believe, the universe believes you. And it returns the energy that you're sending out through your thoughts, through your words, through your actions. Now, I know I just rambled on a bit, but it's important that we understand just the basics. Some of us may be new. Some of us may not understand. New subscriber. Hello, Nikki, and welcome. Thank you so very much. Hello, Irma. I ain't seen you around in a while. No, we were. I love you too, Loca. We were chatting in the inbox last night, but you were having a naughty drink, and I was wishing I had one, and then I ended up falling asleep. Just for a few hours. I've been having really less restless sleep lately. It may have something to do with that beautiful strawberry moon going on. Yes, Maria, we're definitely blessed. We each are, each and every one of us. There's things that slip us by we don't realize. We don't realize the blessings we have. Not just me, all of us. You know what? One practice I like to do when I wake up in the morning, I like to just look around. Seriously, I won't even leave my room. And I'll say, ooh, I love collecting fans. I'm so happy about the fans that I've collected and the ones that I haven't hung up yet. It's a silly thing, right? But you're putting out gratitude. My vibes raised. It doesn't matter what you're thinking about. It does matter, but it doesn't matter. It's not about what's making you happy. It's just about you're happy and you're throwing. Now probably get more fans, but you're throwing out that positivity, that optimism. I wake up every day and I decide, yes, faith is everything, Maria. I wake up every day and decide, you know what? I'm going to be happy. So then I'm going around and I'm talking to my kids and they can't stand it. And I'm going, good morning. Good morning. It's a wonderful day. And it's early in the morning and they still got crud in their eyes. And they're like, Mom, get out of here. And I'm cracking up and it's so funny. So you can make a choice. You're limitless. You can make a choice that you want to be positive, that you want to be optimistic, that you want to be happy. No matter what life throws at you, it's never going to be about, whoa, Joy had this happen, that happened. It's never going to be about that. I can't stress this enough. Always going to be about how did Joy respond? What did Joy do? How did she take it? How did she allow it to affect her? Did she internalize it and take all the lessons and wisdom that was there for her? Did I say that right? That was available to her? Or did she decide to just let it pull her down, focus on the bad things? No, when you spill that glass of milk, focus on the damn solution. Don't focus on the bad, who did it, whose fault is. The milk is spoiling. It's getting stinky and rotten. It's having a negative ripple effect. Get some Fabuloso. Get some Mr. Clean. Get some bleach if you're like a freak like me, and just clean it up. And guess what? You can make it better than it was before the glass of milk spilled. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. We need to realize our power. You got wasted from the floor up like Amy wanted to. Sometimes we need that recreation. We need that just to have a little fun, just to be a little silly, just to let loose, just to unwind. There's nothing wrong with that, especially when you serve. Ooh, I haven't spoken to Deborah Ann Pollock for a very long time. I really do adore her. I adore her. I really do. I won't start talking about her. I'll do it if she comes on the live. We got to realize the power that we hold, the power that we wield. The things that we can control are so much more important than the things that we can't. We're all here for learning. And it's so much easier when you're positive and optimistic. You'll notice that solutions and answers, they just come up out of nowhere. They just pop up out of nowhere. You didn't even see it coming. You never know where your blessings are going to come from. And there's such a thing as karma, doing good deeds, being kind, taking a moment to just smile at someone, taking a moment to think before you respond negatively to that, I don't know, the grocery cashier that was really having a crappy day. So she was really rude to you. Instead of putting the negative energy back out there, you might want to just walk away and just, say a little prayer for her because maybe she had a crappy day. You don't know what happened. And another thing is you never know what anyone went through. A lot of people like to say, Joy, you're so awesome. Wow, I can't imagine you being any other way. Well, you've got to imagine me being any other way. There's duality in all things. And how did I get so sprinkly and dope? How? By going through the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. By being a rotten person at points in my life. At being the type of person that I was not now. The complete polar opposite to the Joy that you guys all know and love. I've been a different person. I've looked down my nose at people, and that's what life's lessons and situations and everything you go through is to help you. You got an opportunity for growth in every situation you encounter. Every person you meet is for a reason. Your family and friends are chosen according to the lessons that you want to learn while you're here, which is all chosen. And, you sign a chart and everything. It's some legit stuff, guys. I'm just saying, keeping in mind that you're here for a reason. No one's just hanging in the wind and just here and just born. We're all important, and we all have gifts. We all have some form of something to share to help others, because that's what it's about. The togetherness, coming together and caring about others and putting someone before yourself. Being selfless and, generous and, just even generous with your time. It means so much. You were sitting looking at your beautiful bright moon, and having a drink with Amy. Raise your vibes high. I wish that I had been out, looking out windows at the moon, because I don't have a garden or yard or anywhere to sit. You guys know I sit on the front stoop, step to the door. Because it's like a concrete jungle out there. That's what I like to call it. There is no grass, nowhere to plant anything. And my dining room table is full of plants right now, guys. I got lettuce growing. I got peppers growing. I don't think I put the tomatoes in yet, but we have some wildflowers and lavender. Oh, thank you, Irma. I'm so happy that you came out. I don't usually see you on these lives, so it's really nice to have you. So I am not, you know what? What do I keep calling this? Lapuzzi? I don't think it is, though. I don't think this is Lapuzzi. I can't remember what I was trying to say what this was. I just wanted to show you guys. I got this years ago from Maria and wasn't able to get it to her in the UK, but it is so beautiful. I remember seeing it and I just wanted her to have it. It was so beautiful, like so raw, stone on one side and then crystal on the inside. Just amazing. And it was when I first gotten into crystals, and I had never seen a piece like that. So it's really beautiful. I have some rose quartz because I'm all about love, guys. Love is my shit. Love is the highest vibration. Love is the highest form of understanding. When you're coming from a place of love, it's really hard to go wrong. Actually, that's not true, but you guys know what I'm saying. Sometimes we have the best interests at heart for others, and we're coming from a place of love, but it helps when you stop and take a minute to acknowledge that you can't live somebody's life or walk their path for them. People have lessons to learn. And when you offer your advice and say, this is the wisdom I have for you because I went through the situation similar to yours, I can save you. Well, sometimes a hard head makes a soft ass. Mom would tell me, hey, you don't have to go through this. I can give you my wisdom. I can tell you what happened. I already know how it's going to go. But I had to learn for myself. And that's what it's all about. We all have our own lessons, our own growth charts, plans, and everything like that. I hope it will smell beautiful, Maria. I was so excited to get some lavender seeds, and I'm really hoping that they go well, that it goes well, because that's what it's all about. The calming, relaxing, the beautiful smell. But I also ordered some plugins that are lavender too, because I cheat. I know we will talk later, but about the things that are holding me back. Absolutely. I'm always here, Irma. I'm always here. I believe this is the only show that I'm doing today, unless I do like a spontaneous late night, but probably not. I'm thinking I should conserve a little energy because I want to go really balls to the wall with the meditation tonight. I want to do a really, really deep meditation. I've been doing 30 minutes here and there, but I find that when I spend, I don't know why, but I find when I spend an hour, probably because it takes me longer just to relax down as deeply as I want to be. When I take an hour for meditation, which is totally self-care, and I, really get into it and sketch and etch out that time and that space and that care and love for myself. When you guys try meditating and you say, oh, I can't stop the thoughts from coming through my mind, remind yourself that there is not one thing. There's nothing more important than what you're doing when you're meditating. There's nothing more important than what you're doing when you're meditating. For anyone who's just popped in the room, I should say that we are offering readings. Click the link up at the top right-hand side of your screen. We're offering readings for just under $20, $19.97, coming in hot with a great sale. Please do treat yourself. I would absolutely love to connect for you. I would love to pull some cards. And again, my mini readings aren't so many. But yes, when we begin to have our awakenings, it's not just all coochie crunch and cookies and cream and, crystals and butterfly. There's a lot you have to go through and a lot you have to dig down through. And I say when we begin our awakenings, not when we have them. Again, an awakening is something I feel will never end. I began almost 5 years ago, and I feel like it will never end. I feel like when it's ended, then I'm done. I've completed my contract, and I'm at my exit point. That's kind of how I look at life. It smells good. It's good smells. Raise your vibes. Absolutely. You love it, Irma? Thank you. I borrowed it from my daughter. It's a crown, a flower crown, and she likes cosplay, costumes, and stuff like that. So she had asked me to order this for her a while ago. And I'm to be honest, I just still haven't gotten around to having my hair straightened out. So instead of having some curls all over the place and a messy bun, I said I would just cover it up and decorate it with the flower crown. I love the flower crown. I'm actually considering purchasing one for myself. Maybe a blue, maybe a pink to match my hair. I don't know. Depends on how we're feeling. You guys know I'm feeling the colors. I used to cover myself up in black. I find that colors, because they carry vibrations, energy too. So I find that certain colors are great for when you're feeling the, blue, communication, creativity, Archangel Gabriel, all linked in and connected. So each color signifies like aura readings. When you have your aura read, you see colors, you catch the aura, and then you see colors coming off, and each color has an interpretation, an energy that carries vibration, that it vibrates at a certain frequency, different meanings. So it's just amazing when you begin to get into it and you begin to learn and you begin to research and you begin to meditate and see what comes to you and what resonates for you. It may not be what resonates for me. It is, Maria. It looks like something that's probably not too difficult to create at home. A little lace and some of this, but it's cute. Very cute. And it's kind of like the craft that I would like to do. I'm thinking about maybe giving a shot to creating some jewelry, some crystal jewelry, maybe some pendulums and maybe some, necklaces, little bracelets. I'm like into that. It's very soothing. And it is therapeutic when we do things like gardening, when we do things like creating jewelry or maybe puzzles or maybe board puzzles. Whatever relaxes you, that's kind of grounding. Those things ground you as well because it's meditative. While you're doing this, your mind is relaxed. You have nothing on your mind. You're just doing what you're doing. So it gives your mind a chance to have a break. When you're meditating, you're not thinking about anything. Your body's not operating. You're sitting there in complete stillness. Your mind is completely clear. You're allowing both the right and left hemispheres of your brain to work together at once. That is where your intuition comes in. That is where your connectedness to source, to your inner, self, your inner guidance. That's where it comes in. So that's why meditation helps you to rock it, whatever it is. Yes, Bobby's telling me my aura is white and strong. Well, I'll take it. Thank you. Yes, keep doing meditations. Amazing is right. Which is how I feel about the audience right here. You guys are coming in with love. You guys are so supportive. You're so loving. I feel loved. Do you guys feel loved? Because I love you so much. Now, I am here to serve you. So anyone interested in a reading, click that link. Listen, I ain't want a damn thing. I'm here for you. I am such a lady using a straw. I just didn't want to take this big tumbler. Now, this tumbler has strawberry banana in it. And then I got my cute little drink that looks like I should be drinking it at poolside or something here. Speaking of poolside, it makes me think about how I talk about downloads we have to work through, and maybe things that we're terribly frightened of, maybe things that we carry from a previous incarnation we may not realize, or perhaps something happened as, early in our life that we don't even recall, or perhaps we do recall. One thing that I'll share is that and my daughter said, "You're not afraid of the dark, Mom. You're afraid of what's in the dark." She's right. I don't like the dark. I like to be able to see. I like to be in complete control of what's going on around me. And the pool, I love to swim, and there's nothing like being in the water that it's just peaceful, right? The ocean, you would think that as much as I love the beach and live 2 blocks away, 2 walking blocks away, that I would be out there swimming and doing all. No, I won't. I refuse to go into water I can't see through, because I don't know why. Maybe I was attacked in water I can't see through. Maybe it's just something that I'm silly about. Who knows? But I do love to swim in water that is clear. And I did say earlier about, my daughter said, "Mom, you're not really afraid of the dark." And I said, "Yes, I am." And she's like, "No, you're afraid of what's in the dark that you can't see." And that's a great way of looking at it. Sometimes it's all about our perspective, and we could look at it from a different angle. You might be able to work through it more easily. Yeah, it's the dark you can't see. It's not the darkness that scares me. It's what's there that I'm not aware of. I want to know what's going on. Actually, I'm quite a nosy lady. I mean, you can't say to me, like earlier, Kat had a guest co-host, and I was going nuts. And I'm like, "Well, who is it?" I couldn't imagine. And she's like, "You're not going to know them." Now I'm trying to run down through my brain. And when she says, "You're not going to know them," so that's the kind of person I am. If you say, "Hey, Joy, I've got something to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you until like later on this evening," I'm absolutely wrecking my brains. I'm going completely bonkers. And all I can think about is, "Oh my gosh, tell me, tell me, tell me." And my closest of friends, they know that I will just hound them until they give in. Friends and family, they know I won't be too adultish about it. I'll be very juvenile, and I'll just keep it up because it drives me insane. I have to know. So yeah, I like to be in control, and I like to see what's coming. You're terrified of dogs. Don't know why, but they scare the bejesus out of you. There has to be a reason, though. I like thinking about stuff like this. I like it because sometimes you have these epiphanies and you can pinpoint it, and sometimes memories come through or realizations, and then you can work through some of, the fears that we have, the phobias that we have, like heights and the dark, water I can't see through. Those are major. There was one more, but I've worked through it. I've worked through one of those. I was completely terrified. And when I say terrified, I mean terrified of horses. I used to look at them and just be afraid, of being trampled, or, if they even step on you, your bones are breaking. It was just an extreme fear of mine. My mother loved to ride horses. My family loved to ride horses. I grew up in Southwest Philly, Pennsylvania. So they're still out there riding horses down the street. You can see this anytime. They ride horses for like fun. Like really, you go and you rent a horse and you ride a horse around. It's like the norm. It's not a big deal. But I was always very afraid. And through a past life reading with one of our lovely psychics, Maria Troman, I was able to, and she didn't know that story. I never shared it until after I had a past life reading. And I don't know if I mentioned this to you, Maria. After that reading you gave me, I began to see my spirit animal, which was crazily a horse. Like the whole face would just come right up. And I mean, within 24, 48 hours, I began to see this horse come straight up to my face. Like he would just, like if he was standing behind me and just put his head over my shoulder, and no fear there. I got to admire and just like acknowledge the beauty. Like I remember every little hair. This happened several times. The hair, the big, giant, glassy, dark eyes, even the eyelashes, just amazing. Something like that never happened before. And I guess because I was so afraid, and I realized and found out that that was my spirit animal. I've had many readings where that spirit, that same horse, that same spirit animal has come through. Same one. It's just amazing. So yeah, another good thing to do is always go back and review your your readings. Because sometimes when you go back, you'll miss something. You'll say, wow, maybe you weren't ready for it. I found that, everything in divine timing. I may go back and review a reading of mine and see something and acknowledge something that I hadn't seen before, clear as day, because now I needed it. So it's amazing the way the spirit works. Absolutely. Sorry, guys, I have to keep tapping this. Hi, Jenny. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming on in. All my favorite girls are here. Well, Sandy's missing, but she was here earlier. We were chatting. I think we were on a live earlier here today. That's right. So I know where some of you are from. Where is everybody from? Do you guys have any favorite crystals that you like to work with? I cannot even recall what my first crystals were. Actually, I had 3. I had some jewelry made by Claire, but Tiger's Eye was one of them. Green Jade, and I can't remember the third. But I'm really into them, and that's what I began to talk about. This was a selenite wand, and I've got about 4 or 5 pieces of it now. Selenite is a great crystal for raising your vibes, and it makes me feel more connected to higher vibing entities. It's an awesome crystal. I talked about the rose quartz already. I'm always carrying this around. It's good for your heart chakra. It's good for love and happiness and all like that. And I just found my amethyst. I had lost this for like a month, and I swear earlier I just said, let me just reach down here really far behind my nightstand table, and there it was. And Jenny sent me this, which I'm still so happy about. My labradorite, which is good for protection and leveling up with your psychic gifts, your intuition, and all that good stuff. And it's a heart. It's so unique. All my crystals, none of them look the same. Oh, and black tourmaline. I haven't been using this much lately, but this is very protective. Black tourmaline and the black obsidian. I never take the black obsidian off. This is a tower, of course. I always have this on around my neck, but it didn't match. So we took it off and put it around our wrist today. Because we can't be on here looking all crazy. We have to be accessorized. We have to have matching crystals and accessories because we love you so much, and we don't want to be up here looking all crazy. I want to look good for you guys. I want to look like I made at least half an effort because I love you so much, and you should have something pleasing to look at while you listen to me ramble. Hello, Kat.
You have a rating.
Awesome.
I'm bringing her into the studio.
Awesome.
So I'm just going to wait till she gets here. I'm going to surprise you. I hope she doesn't put it in the comments. I want it to be a surprise.
Yes. Surprise. Now here we go with the surprises, but I like this surprise. Whew. I can't get that air to come out fast enough, guys. Loca. The heat is beautiful. Why is the heat beautiful, Irma? We don't like we don't like to perspire. As ladies, we do not sweat. We perspire, and we don't like that. Getting my cards ready. So, do you guys have any crystals that you favor? What are your favorites? Is there, you guys wear pendulums, crystals around your neck? Is there something you won't leave home without? Because I've got mine, that I wear every single day that I do not leave home without. It's like phone, keys, crystals. You got to be geared up for whatever you may encounter during the day. Any negative energies you may encounter during the day. You may need extra energies. You may need extra energies, extra help. It's nice to keep yourself.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I was just talking about, I don't know what I was talking about, crystals and energies.
I probably interrupted you.
No.
Because you're ready. Okay, I'm going to bring her in, all right?
All right.
One moment.
She's got the suspense up pretty high now. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that was you. She put that suspense through the roof for me. I'm like, are you serious? I don't see anything in the comments. I'm like, who is it? Hi. You're so sneaky.
I know. I'm sorry.
Move. Wait a minute. That was another ninja move of yours. You are the master ninja. All right, Maria. Let me get my drinks out of the way. So happy to see your face again today.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. We're going to do you from a couple of decks. We'll start with the Earth Magic deck.
Thank you.
Something. Hope I'm not too loud shuffling these cards right next to the phone.
No, you're absolutely fine.
Thank you. Can we please have a card for our lovely Maria? Okay. Oh, Maria, this is the Iceberg card, and it's submerged, and it shows me that you, don't we all, sometimes have feelings of just being bogged down, weighed down, submerged, stuck, no change, no breath, no space, no air, and just, I get the feeling. It's similar to something that I feel quite often. You know, it's a lot that we do, and we don't get much time for ourselves. We do get a little bogged down. And I say, and I'm speaking as like a mom to mom kind of feeling here, bogged down, just go, 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 submerged. You know, you get overwhelmed. You got so much to do, and there's not much time for you. At the end of it, at the end of the day, you're probably just exhausted as I am, and you just want to, but at the same time, when you continue to do as you do and take, you see that one? Can you see it? It looks so shiny to me. It says ceremony and invocation. When you take time to do that, it helps you, even though you shouldn't be on your A game because you don't get much sleep, you don't get enough time, you run around, you rip, you do, and you do with love. This helps so much. If it weren't for this, would we even make it through? So that is a big part for you. That I'm trying to say that if you weren't walking the path that you're walking, if you weren't spiritualist like you are, you might not be cutting it as well as you, like it might be completely overwhelmed for you. So this feeling of being submerged, which I don't know what I did with the card, that feeling of being submerged could be totally like, it could take you totally left, but you are, and you know, you do your stuff. You know what this card symbolizes. This is all about your practices, your beliefs, the way you go about them, you're serving, all the things that you do. You know, you're working with crystals, you're believing in crystals, you're talking to the archangels and your spirit guides and all that stuff. It protects you, it helps you. So you are able to go on and do all these things, all these responsibilities. I'm going to move to my Ask My Guides cards now. My Ask My Guides deck. So we are asking our guides. Would you go to Maria's guide and ask her what she needs to know, and then come back and tell me?
Thank you.
Please, and thank you so much. And one more, because I really like 3. Okay. I pulled 2.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the Ask Your Guides deck. I love that. I always like to show the picture. And this one is Gifts and Joy Guides. So this card feels like it's about, and I'm going to go back and check, Maria, after I'm done. I just want to see what it actually says. And I'll do that after the reading is all done. It's not part of your reading, but just out of curiosity. This one is about Joy Guides and Gifts. You have so many gifts. You have more gifts, and this is not just talking about spirituality. This is talking about all the many blessings that you have. Not saying that you take anything for granted, but this is talking about your guys, and this is talking about them giving you things to be happy about, things to give you joy. And perhaps you do need that, because you do feel, we all feel bogged down. We all feel like nothing special for me. We're always doing for others is the feeling that I get. And this is like little presents and stars they're sprinkling down. They're sending you gifts. Joy guides, things that will make you feel uplifted, things that will, you know, something recreational, something just for you. There's presents, there's balloons, and I hope that that is something that's going to happen soon. I really do. It's like each card is like what it's about, and then it's who you're working with, who's working with you. It could be healing guides, it could be teaching guides. These are joy guides, and they come around you. And I hadn't thought that we had all these different angels and guides that we really do. certain guides for certain things. And right now,
Absolutely.
you're being blessed. Hopefully this is now, but it feels like it will be something good, something for you, something to make you happy, to raise your vibrations just for you, to give you joy, not for you to do something for someone else, but to give you joy, something that absolutely just puts you over the moon. And you're going to be really happy about it. And I really feel it more now. You're going to be happy about it, and it is a gift. So when it does happen, let me know. And it's a gift.
Thank you.
Now we're just going to move right on down the line, because you know I'm so happy that it's you. I'm happy for any sitter, but I'm especially happy for you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you for clicking that link, Maria. Archangel Oracle deck. My trusty.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
This is a mega read.
Well, thank you.
It was easy to do as well.
Thank you. I'm so happy to do it. I don't want to just sit here talking the whole time. I like when someone that link. Archangel Oracle deck. This is peace. Archangel Chamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real.
Yeah.
Peace of mind, you know, not worrying so much. The things, and I want to say Maria hasn't got much to worry about. Well, we've all got things to worry about. What might be minute to me may not be minute to you. And this is about releasing things that we shouldn't be holding on and worrying about. And it doesn't feel as though this is something really, really big of a deal. It's about just remembering to be more kind and release the thoughts that you shouldn't be carrying or holding on to. Perhaps someone was unkind or said something to you that they shouldn't have, and they didn't think before they spoke.
Yeah.
Remember that only love is real. So you already know we forgive all day long. We choose not to respond with the like energy. And that's where our peace comes from. When we remember, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't serve us. We have peace when we release and we let it go. And a lot of times when we let it go, we're left just feeling sorry for the other, because in reality, it's something about them, not something about us. It's them lacking, not us lacking.
Yeah.
And
it makes sense.
Huh?
It makes sense. It makes sense.
I'm glad. The last card I'm going to pull from the tarot deck. All right, I'm running out of space. Let me just do my last shuffle in this open space. Because if my shuffles aren't smooth, then I have to start shuffling again. Okay. Now that was a smooth shuffle. One more card from Maria, please. And thank you so much. Okay. I'm going to need my phone. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. The World.
Yay.
So in conjunction with the peace card and something coming, not the peace card, the ask your guides card, your joy guide, something's going to, a proposition, a proposal, an opportunity to do something that is going to make you so freaking happy, because you actually got choices. You got the world at your hand. You could do anything you wanted to do, Maria. Even if we spoke about outside this spiritual thing that we do, you're actually, and you don't look at yourself that way, but you do. You have so much to offer other than this. You could just reach out and grab one of a few things that you wanted to do. You've got, and this is all of the elements, you know, this is the intuition, this is the magic that you bring, and this is the connection to all the elements. It's just a beautiful card. She is floating. She's got these scrolls. She's got the knowledge. She's uncovered hidden truths. You actually came out the womb that way, but you've uncovered hidden truths, and you're just like floating around like you got all the good shit going on for you. So I hope any of that makes sense, Maria. Thank you so much.
It does. Thank you. Thank you
so much.
Amazing. Thank you. All right. I'll see you later.
Right,
bye. All right. Love you.
That was so cool. You just received your chakra bracelet yesterday. Instantly felt a reaction. Really, the only crystal I've ever felt an instant reaction from is the selenite. When it arrived in the mail, it was this tower. It arrived in the mail. It was a gift from my daughter. And when I felt it, when I held it, I was able to instantly release that I was angry with my son about something. Instantly, it just was lifted off of me. Instantly, I felt my vibes raised. I felt happier. I felt lighter. I just let it go. I just released it. So I'm really into the selenite. The proof is in the pudding. It cleanses your body when you sweat. Yes, it does, but I don't like to sweat. And this flower crown is kind of warm. It's kind of hot, you know, it gets me a little warm. And I can't walk away to go reset the the air conditioner, the central air. So I had to sit here with my fan. And yes, I have a very janky central air system where like every few hours you have to go and reset it. It resets itself to a higher temperature. I'm trying to have it like 75, 76 in here, but my central air unit thinks it's supposed to be 80. And I'm not an 80 type of girl. I love you, Angel, so much. That was such a lovely surprise. Maria's I'm her biggest fan. She has mentored me for years. She has been, you know, such a support system. And I have many. Irma's another great. Tara, Bobby, we've developed these wonderful friendships all on different levels through doing this thing that we do. And many of us have known each other for years. And it's just a wonderful thing that Spirit allows. Spirit allows for you to make connections, to make friendships, to have readings, to do, you know, all kinds of stuff through the internet. We could be so far away, but it just doesn't matter. There's no time and space in between our connectedness. And perhaps that would have something to do with it, that we're all indeed connected to everything, to the elements, to the moon, the stars, the sun, the grass, the flowers, the trees, to the unseen, all coming from one source of creation. Feels so much better and was so much easier to do. Oh, thanks, Maria. Did you like it better? I liked looking at you. I liked looking at. Hello, Simpy. Don't you dare call me ma'am. It makes me remember my age. Pretend like I'm about 20 years younger looking, Simpy, and just say, hey, sis, hey, girl. Listen, I don't get upset when people call me girl. You want to call me girl? You want to card me? I will take that, and I will run that shit in the ground for a week. Everybody who's got ears will know that Joy got carded. That you had some discrepancy about my age and stuff. That you hadn't noticed these laugh lines and stuff. Hello, Simpy. Welcome to the room. Thank you for joining us. We're offering readings, mini readings, 1997, if you click that link. And we are just chitting and chatting. If you wanted to share this out, sharing is caring, and I love you so much. And yes, what were you saying, Irma, about in different parts of the world? Yes, in different parts of the world. We are all in different parts of the world, and that doesn't get in the way. It does, Maria. You're always there. And you know what? It is a give and take. I don't get a lot of those. I usually get a lot of give, but it's a give and take with you. I know that many times you've sacrificed, and you know how I heal. I heal by rambling. You've known me long enough, Marie. We've been in the inbox and the messenger and the video chats long enough that I heal a lot. Sometimes I just have to get it out and talk, and it could have nothing to do with anything you even know about. And then suddenly I'll be in your face, and you're just like, oh, babe, and you know the right things to say. You're always so supportive. And so our relationship is built on a sturdy foundation. It really is. It's built on a sturdy foundation. We're there for each other. The same with Irma. Like, this is the thing. I'm so blessed and so fortunate. When I found myself feeling so alone after Mom died, I realized that I never was. I never had to feel that way. I have a massive support system, and you guys were there for me when people that I can reach and actually touch weren't. And I'll never forget that. I'll never, ever forget the support that was shown. And I love you guys so much. That was the hardest time of my life. And you angels that are on here were there. Maria, Irma, Bobby. Is Tara still here? Many of you guys were there for me, and sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to thank you guys. If I hadn't come back and said thank you, it was awful. I thought I couldn't breathe anymore, and I don't think if it was for you guys, I would have made it through. Like, I needed support that I didn't have. I was alone, but I wasn't alone, and it took me a minute, but I looked around, and I'm like, wow, I didn't just go through that on my own. I'm so blessed, and I love you so damn much. Simpy, I would love to give you a word from Spirit. Click that link up at the right-hand top corner of your screen. Follow the prompts. The reading costs $19.97. $19.97. And this is the final call because we are going to be out of here soon. What I am going to do is I'm feeling so good, I want to pull a group card. I want to pull a group card for you, angels. Yeah, folk like you, Maria, it doesn't feel like we're so far away, but it gets in the way when we want to have like a chit chat. Maybe we want to have a sip of tea, or Irma, maybe we might want a sippy cup. You never know. So we can always do it video chat, which is cool because right now I'm not seeing anyone. Even if like Javis, he's right here real time, and I'm not seeing him. Like, we've social distance out front, literally with masks on 6 feet away, just say hi. but I'm not seeing anyone. We're doing everything video. We're being safe. I'm still got my family locked down. Call me paranoid if you wanna. It's okay. I just want everyone to be okay and, you know, get past this. And we can do this. Did you spin the prize wheel, Maria? It is really easy because when I bought one, it was really easy to do. And I always get stuck and have problems. Did you spin the prize wheel? I still haven't spun the prize wheel. I just don't know how to go back and do that. I'll chalk that one up, but I want to know if anyone does purchase a reading, what'd you get? Because every spin is a win, and I'm so nosy. I want to know. Thank you, Maria. Just treat yourself. 1997, very easy to do. This is the final call as we're coming towards the end of our show. We've got about 10 minutes left. Ooh, approximately 10 minutes left. And I'm going to go ahead and pull a group card for you angels. And hopefully many of you, I'm not even sure who all's here, but hopefully most of you can take something from it. Take what you can and leave the rest. And that's how it goes with these group cards. I just don't know which deck to choose from. Oh, I know which deck we'll use. Haven't used it in ages. Haven't used it in ages. No, I changed my mind. I'm going to use this one. I don't think I've ever used it outside of our chat with Sandy and Maria. I don't think I've ever used. These are postcards from Spirit. And I am going to go ahead and pull a group card from Postcards from Spirit. These are actual life-size postcard oracle deck. It's an oracle deck, and they are actual life-size postcards. Serious writing on the back, which is why I don't use these for readings. But I think they're a nice little bonus and probably perfect for group cards. I don't know how I'm supposed to shuffle these with my shuffling style, but I'll go ahead and rifle the deck. And we have a card for the group because we love these angels who all stopped in and show support to chit and chat, to listen to my nonstop rambling, who interact. Oh, we love the jumpers who interacted and made the show so much more fun for me. We've got 3 cards. There's no way I can. You see how many? That's a lot of writing. Okay. We're going to go with this one, first one. I think I got a lash coming in my eye here. You got to catch that. There's nothing worse than an eyelash going inside your eye. My word. You didn't get an option to spin? Oh, no. You're having someone come to clear the land and apartment on Monday. It got bad 2 days ago. Oh, my, Bobby. Okay. Postcards from Spirit. Dearest you. On Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to defend yourself to the world. So to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth? The Spirit is in all things. Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you, a story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure they're stories you're proud of. Genuine Loving Fan Club. This card is saying, when you talk about yourself, when you make excuses or explain for yourself, make sure those stories, make sure those words are true. When you talk about yourself, make sure the words that you're speaking about yourself are more like who you really are inside. You're wonderful, you're limitless, you're creative, you're brave, all those wonderful positive things. And when you begin to think of yourself, see yourself this way, speak of yourself this way, you begin to put off that frequency that you really feel that way. So you'll get something coming back to match that. People that will appreciate you and see all the wonderful things you have to offer, your beautiful characteristics, your personality. They'll love you for who you truly are, and they'll give you what you deserve. Your worth. Situations will improve. You'll notice opportunities and, things that you can do to improve your standards of living, for example. You'll notice that you'll draw in a love desire or a love interest that will have more respect for you, that it will treat you better. Things begin to improve when you see yourself as worthy of such. When you acknowledge the wonderful, positive things about yourself, being a co-creator to the source of all creation, which is God, Buddha, Allah, whatever resonates for you, then things begin to brighten up. Things begin to get easier and your life becomes happier. Since I began this path intentionally, almost 5 years ago, my life has improved beginning baby step by baby step. For now, I feel like I'm taking bigger leaps, and I have so much more to be appreciative for. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming out, enjoying the show. Thank you for everyone who interacted, commented, shared. Thank you for the silent watchers. I love each and every one of you so much. The wheel is working. Test it. You can only spin one time. The wheel is working. Test it. Okay. I may have done it at the beginning. People tend to this less of themselves. Yeah, that's true.
Maria was testing the wheel. So, because when you spin the wheel, you register. So you
I never
think
that I have to just let that one go because it was so long ago. But I'm so nosy about what everybody does because every spin's win, and it's awesome. If you guys change your mind, decide you want a lovely reading, you can always go on the website. And you can check out our plethora of psychics, choose a reader you're drawn to, and book it whenever you want. I love you so much.
Thank you, Teresa. You have a great day too, and everyone else. And thank you, Joy, for your lovely show. And thanks, Maria. The reading was great.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
We will.
Yep.
Same time?
7 p.m. tomorrow.
Thanks, everyone.
That I'm open to any time's good for you. If you want to juggle that, I'm open. I'm home all day.
Okay, I'll speak to you in a moment.
All right.
Thanks everyone for watching. Bye bye.